Hello and welcome to DCU. In one live stream, and you see the players still out in the pitch from DCU celebrating because they beat UCC with a last kick winner from Emma Duggan, who you see out there wearing number 13. So we're not going to be starting this next game just yet until they get the girls off the pitch. You see in the background the lads are out there ready. It's DCU against UCC, Electric Ireland Higher Education Division 1 Senior League final, and it's a special occasion really because it's all about equality tonight. The ladies final and now the men's final, so everybody getting equal coverage tonight, but it is the same teams as I say, and we're only a couple of minutes away from the game. So let's look at the teams with Davy Garland, who has joined me, and feel free to leave your messages on the YouTube live chat there. So the team there for DCU, and it's very interesting, Davy, when we look at the team there, because you were mentioning that your twin sisters are playing on the next pitch here with Ulster University. Well, there's Finbar McLaughlin here, number 10 for DCU, and his sister Fanula has just played for DCU in the previous game and won it. So there could be a unique double here for them tonight if they win. Twins there from Westport in Mayo. But looking up the team here, do you know many of these lads? They're obviously you would know one or two of them from the last couple of years. And the captain's Ryan Donoghue from GAA.
Yeah, Johnny McGrody, Donegal man, known from playing up north, Downings club, really classy player, left foot. GAA man, Ryan Donoghue, big man as well. And then you've Greg McEnany, who's slotted in this year for the dub, so he'll be the pinnacle at centre back, you'll imagine, and control everything back there for them.
And let's have a quick look at UCC. It's funny here, the referee is getting everybody ready in the middle, and these players still haven't gone up, but I think it'll happen quickly. But looking at UCC now, the captain is Killian Falvey, obviously won the Sigerson a couple of years ago as well. Rory Murphy is the vice captain, he was on that team too, and the likes of Dan Peat came on as a sub in the Sigerson final a couple of years ago. So a lot of change, but still two or three really top players. That is Cormac Dillon as well, and Hugh O'Connor, one to watch as well, the under 20 Cork captain.
And Carlo Buglock as well, the 11. He could be a brother of Breen from Gael, Tufton Kerry.
Just got a late change there. 22 for 5 is starting for DCU. So the 22 for DCU, Owen O'Connor Flanagan. He's a dub, another from Skerries actually, and he is in for Owen Ward. I say another from Skerries. Greg McEnany is from Skerries, number 6, and number 9 Ethan Dunn, who is a Dublin senior. He was in the squad this year, and he's also a dub under 20. So those three from Skerries Harps, and they are in there. And now we get going, and it's Cahill Begluck who gets it right away, and it's UCC trying to launch an attack, and it's nipped in behind there. It's got in behind because the defence, I thought they were going to be in there for a score. They were caught napping a little bit there, but we might still have a score. Is it going over? What way is the wind going to bring that? You know, I think the wind actually helped bring that in, David.
Great score, yeah. The conditions here are very windy now tonight, so it's going to be a different game than what we experienced last week. That was Cahill O'Buglock, the 11, who won the throw up, kicked it inside, got back up, got on the end of the attack and put it over. Great start for UCC.
And it was within the first 20-25 seconds. There's a lot of commotion around us here from the DCU ladies. I'd love to see now a DCU double, of course. So 22 is in there. I thought I saw a 25 in there as well for DCU, but we will follow the play for now. There's real good pace at the start of this game. This is Brian Masterson on the left hand side down there, giving it to his centre half forward, his captain Donoghue from GAA. And this is Tom Pryor. He's a Leitrim man from Ballinamore, Sean O'Heslands, and there is a score at the other end, and I think he's got a bit of a knock for his troubles. But two really good attacks in the first few minutes. Now, we went on last week about the way we don't need the new rules, and already these two teams have gone for it, and this is great football right away. I can't even bring you in, Davy, because the ball's back in the play, and it's a great kick out, and it's gone all the way forward to Hugh O'Connor, who's laid it off, and UCC are really taking the game to them. This is Aidan Crowley. Temple No, is that going to go? It is, you know, on the wind, carried that over, and it's Cahill again.
Again, yeah, second score of the day. He's got his eye in early, so he has, again, as you said, two fast attacks there. We're in for another cracker, I hope.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant start to the game. The ladies' game was 5 points each at half time, and then the second half they took 14 and a half minutes to get any score.
Hopefully we won't put the jinx in them here.
But that's a brilliant pace to this game, and maybe they were watching last week and thought the way to play this game, just go at it, and that's what we like to see, and that's what we're getting in the first, well, it's only 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 3 scores in the first 2 minutes. What's wrong with football? Nothing wrong. Not when they play it like this. This is the centre half back. This is Greg McEnany, the man that you picked out from Skerries. And that's a great ball in as well. And he might even get through here for a goal. Oh, he's lashed it wide, and it was Ethan Dunn. It was a Skerries connection too.
Was, yeah, very good run from Greg McEnany. Just sauntered his way through the middle. Great strong run. Good pass into his path, and he'd be disappointed with the finish. It was low and hard, just missed the outside the post.
So we could have had a goal and 3 points in the first 2.5 minutes. That's amazing. Brilliant. That's exactly what we want to see. And they must be doing something right at the Skerries Club, because lots of great players coming through. In fact, I think I read earlier this year there was 4 Skerries players in the Dublin panel, which was the equal most players from one club in the Dublin panel.
Yeah,
you know?
shows strong underage network there coming up now.
Absolutely, yeah. Brian Cullen was that club. Do you remember Brian Cullen?
I do, surely, yeah. Wing forward.
Yeah, super player about 10 years ago, maybe a little bit longer now. And that club doing great work. Clearly, UCC have a sideline ball, or is it a free?
Free, I think it was just in the
side?
back, yeah.
That's what it was, yeah. It's kind of funny with the strong wind. A lot of the play in the first game ended up over on the far side, which is harder for us to see. There's another effort at a score, but it's drifted to the left this time and wide. So, a frantic start here. Didn't even get time to tell you the referee is Conor Durneen. Cavan man, yeah?
Cavan man, yeah, the Mead border. He's
standby referee. Sorry?
Ulster, another man we'd know from the middle.
Exactly.
Refereeing us.
Standby is Alan Coyne, and also on the line Andrew Smith. Those are the officials for this game. And it's the Electric Ireland Higher Education Division 1 Senior League Final. This is Finbar McLaughlin, the man I was telling you about, the twin. And they have a brother, Owen, of course, plays with the Mayo Seniors.
Westport connection, yeah.
Neil Lorden, number 7 for UCC. He's from Ballinora, a Cork under 20. But sure, so many of these guys have played county, minor and under 20. That's no big surprise. Now they come forward again. He injects a little bit of pace, Rory Murphy from Listry in Kerry. Good progress from him, and leaves it off. See if they can get this one over the bar. And it is, and they're making it look easy, and that was a really good score, and it was by number 25 for UCC. And you had seen a 25. That's Olin Corcoran from Cork.
Yeah, nice score there again. Rory, the player who played in the Sigerson a few years ago, 1-1 straight through the middle, laid it off to him, simple score over the bar.
That's what I'm saying, they're making it look simple, aren't they?
They are, surely, yeah, and it's worth pointing out UCC do have a strong win, so they'll be looking for a fast start to get as many scores on the board as they can.
Is it in favour of one team, do you think? I felt in the previous game it was going to cross, but slightly in favour of maybe going from left to right, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's possibly the flags are changing every so often, every couple of plays, so it's hard to know. But just even the first 3 kicks from UCC all look like the wind carried that wee bit further, so we'll keep an eye out for if it's going to keep on changing.
3 points to 1 for UCC. They've made a really good start to this game, but DCU had a goal chance, so they could have been ahead. It was close, and they're going for it as well. Conor Dolan is the number 12. This is Ronan Gallagher, another from the Downing, same as McGroddy. Leaves it off now with Dolan. He goes for it, and it just didn't quite come in enough. In fact, there's 2 Downings men. Ronan Gallagher is number 2. His dad, by the way, would have been Mick, and Johnny McGroddy is at 13. His dad was Joe. People up there will know who I'm talking about. And Johnny's sister, by the way, is Shannon, and she is doing great things with her club at the minute, and they're in the All-Ireland Junior Club Final in Parnell Park in a couple of weeks. That's the connection there. So Downings is buzzing at the minute.
Not just for the fish life either.
No, it's usually buzzing in the summer. All the Nordies are down.
Yes.
This is UCC again. This is number 7, Neil Lorden. Great progress again. Such direct play. They're just taking on their players and they're taking risk. And he's calling to the ref to say, I got fouled there. And the referee agreed with him.
Had an advantage, just a wee tug on the arm. But as you say, they're driving at them through the middle and they're getting shots off at the end of it too. I know that was maybe outside of his comfort zone, the shot, but they had the advantage to take it back now for the free. And who have you standing over it?
That's what we were saying last week. If you take a risk, if you go at them, you know, you'll draw frees like that, won't you?
Especially in the freshers last week, you know, we've seen plenty of times the corner forwards and both teams taking their men on and coming back for frees. Now, 9 times out of 10 they got scores, didn't need the frees, but the frees were always there for you.
So good advantage played and fired over the bar by Hugh O'Connor, Cork minor captain or co-captain in the past, and now the under-20 Cork captain from Newmarket.
He'd be happy with that free too in front of the goals. Nice one to get his A in and the confidence up. So it's a good start by UCC. They
have a great forward line there. When you look at the names, I mean, you've Cahill there as well, has been brilliant. Killian Falvey at 10, you know, the captain, and Cormac Dillon at number 13, under 20 top scorer this year with Kerry from Dua and North Kerry. And here they come again looking for another score, and that's well laid off by Tomas Ashe, and this is Dillon, the man I mentioned. Is he going to get it over? He is. Well, he just underlined what I said. He's a good player.
Exactly, yeah, you pointed out that forward line. There was two of them involved there. The man that just come in, he laid it back out to Dillon, and him on his left foot. Lovely score, yeah.
5-1.
They're winning this midfield battle, so they are at the minute on DCU, and they're causing serious threat off it running through the middle.
And that's DCU trying to do something about it. That was Ethan Dunn, but he couldn't get possession. So, yeah, they're winning a lot around the middle. Good spot by Davy Garland there. The forwards are great, but they have to get it.
That's for sure. There's been a lot of things pointed out in the past that we'd never get the ball if it wasn't for the midfielder defender. So here we go again.
Off again. But they've the runners, haven't they? And that's Neil Lorden.
The serious pace.
Yeah, exactly. The pace has been one of the factors at the start of this game, yeah. Yeah, so are you saying that when you put over a score and you're taking the glory for it, then these other boys, the managers and the midfielders, saying, hey, you wouldn't have got there if I hadn't given you the ball?
That's for sure. There's plenty of times that's happened now. You might come off the game with 6 or 7 points and someone said to you, you would have never got that now if I hadn't given you the ball. So, look, you never underestimate anyone on your team. Your teammates, you know, it's not an individual game, it's a team game, so everyone's just as important as each other.
And you have a brother, is it Shane?
I do, yeah.
DK, he was at DKIT last year.
Yeah, still. Actually, we did bad out day with the mother. She was below in Tralee for the Sigerson final and the Trench final, and both our sons lost them that evening. So.
And not only that, the first game was moved and ended up being played out in Ballyduff, I think it was.
It was moved 3 times that day.
So, like, even if she wanted to see both games, she couldn't.
I think she was a half an hour late to mine.
So, which son did she go with?
She went with the goalkeeper. He was supposed to be earlier now, and it was changed 3 times. But
you weren't offended? No, you should have been.
No.
You've been hurt. Come on, you were hurt deep.
Eldest child syndrome, so I'm okay.
Right, let's see this midfield battle again. And there is the DCU midfielder, Conor Heffernan, trying to change things, but it's UCC winning it on the break, and they're keeping the pressure on because they are winning so much ball around the middle, either the first ball or the second ball. And now DCU have it, though, with their centre half forward and captain, Donoghue, from GAA in Cavan. Part of what I'm told, the GAA golden generation. It's got a ring, hasn't it? This is great work by Alex Gavin. He's from Bowden, Ballybowden, St Enda's here in Dublin. Conor Dolan now, and now it's DCU taking the game to them and playing at real pace. And Tom Pryor, I think, was fouled, and it's going to be a free in. The pace of that move right in front of us, maybe it's because we're at ground level, but it was frightening.
It was, yeah. Very quick play now. Alex Galvin, the fullback there, he did serious work to get up the field. Laid a 1-2 off to Tom Pryor, then took on his man. As we said earlier, you take on your man 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a free. And who have we got standing over this? Just can't see his number, but it's a tricky one now at the wind.
Yeah, it's not a great angle, but at least the wind will be behind him. But definitely go for the left side. Has he got it?
McGrady, is it?
It's McGrady, yeah. Well, look, he'd be well used to the wind at matches up at the Downings. You know, the pitch is right along the beach there, right. So no bother to him.
Probably the best man on it then.
Yeah, exactly. 5 points to 2. I'm just checking on the live chat on the YouTube channel there where the game is. Feel free to leave a message there for us, or any comments you want to make about the game or the coverage so far. We're in the 11th minute. Tough shoulder going in there from Crowley on Ethan Dunn to try and barge him out of the way. And what's the decision? Free out. DCU get the decision. He's not happy and doesn't want to cough up the ball. So the referee moves it on a bit. But face into a strong wind. The man making himself available is Finbar McLaughlin. And they get it just about to McGrady. This is good again from McLaughlin. He's got a sweet left foot, and that's a lovely ball in, but it's just evaded Tom Pryor at the first time of asking, but he gets it again. DCU just under the scoreboard there, as you see, 6 points to 2 down. But they got the last score a minute ago, and they're looking for another one now, and they might even get closer to a goal here. They're all very congested in there. Now comes all the way back out. They're forced to come back out, so they do, to Maganini. And he's going to come over maybe to Joyce. He does. Dara Joyce, he's from Clare Morris. And now the support comes in. This is Brian Masterson. He's a Longford man, and he's burst through there, and they have drawn another free. Tough angle again, and maybe a little bit further out than the last one for McGrady, but he'll fancy it again.
Yeah, it's just a wee bit further out, but again, as you said, no better man from up that side of the country with the wind to judge it.
Yes, definitely further out. So a tough one. He just about got it the last time. So this would be an even more creditable achievement if he can get it. Oh, he has, I think, you know. Yeah, he has got that over beautifully. No problem to him at all. I thought he'd gone a little bit right with it, but that's 2 from McGrady, and he's got his team back into this. Not single-handedly, of course, but his 2 points have done it. Now let's see what they do from the kick-out. It is Austin Murphy from Renard in Kerry. Just bombs it down the middle, and why not when your midfield is going well? But it's all about the break, and this time it's DCU winning it on the break. They were alive to that one, and it was Conor Dolan who got in there and won it, and then took it quickly. I love the way they moved the ball so quickly, the pace of the game. Look at this direct play. And the support play is terrific as well, because the captain is there. It's Donoghue. Has he got it? No, he hasn't. It's gone to the left. But good enterprising stuff.
Was a good move, good pace from young McLaughlin. Fed Donoghue on the loop, and again, shot execution was good, just tailed to the wrong side of the post, but DCU sort of lifting it a notch or two now.
Right, will this kick out just go up the middle again? He's looking to see his options, but the referee has spotted something in the middle of the pitch, and it's going to be a free. I think somebody was obstructing somebody. Didn't actually see it myself, but must have been something like that.
Small tug by Greg McInerney on the 25 over there, yeah. Just good spot by the ref, in fairness.
Yeah, good spot by you. I was watching the ball. Good man. Great ball down into the forwards, and they both go for it, and it spills. Referee says play on. No problem with that. Tomas O'Hanafin from Naniel. And Cahill O'Buglach again. Good play by him. Hold on. Referee says over carrying. And DCU will be delighted with that. That counts as a turnover. And they give it back. Well, the hashtag there on the screen says first class rivals, and so far these two teams have been first class rivals. This has been a really good game. They're really going at it. There's hardly a breath in the game, which is great. 6 points to 3, 14 minutes gone. This is O'Donoghue again, and Dolan is number 12. He's a fine player. McGrady 13 coming out the field to get possession. He's been busy at the start of this game. This is now the man I mentioned, Conor Dolan. He's from the Man of War Club. In 2023, he led the club to their first championship success, a junior championship in Dublin. First championship success in 44 years, since I think 1979. And he was a big part of that, even though he's a young man. UCC have turned that over, though. This is Falvey, the captain. Now, what options do they have up ahead? Not many. The goalkeeper is rushing back to his goal, but they've 2 defenders back there, and one of them nipped in front. And that was the number 22 for DCU, Owen O'Connor Flanagan. He was acting as a +1, and he got across to cut that one out. Talking of club success, by the way, Falvey for UCC. He inspired Annascaul to carry junior championship success in 2021. He scored 8 points that day from play. It's amazing, these lads so young, but they've achieved so much already at county and club level, and now they're trying at colleges level. DCU forcing it now, 3 points down, but really taking the game to their opponents and having a lot of success for some reason down the left hand side. And now they get it to Sean Baker, or Senan Baker, sorry, that is, from Westmeath. Now they go all the way to the right hand side. They're going to prove me wrong here now by getting a score down that route. But Loughlin, brilliant play by him. I told you he's a sweet left foot. I think he might have been fouled there though, and he was, and it's going to be a free in, so they'll get a second chance at this.
Yeah, it was very good work there by Owen O'Connor Flanagan. As you said, the Skerries man, him and Greg seemed to be working together. He was the +1 there. Same club, yeah. Intercepted it and went up the field then and led to this free on that was switched across. The Westmeath man's going to take it.
Yeah, it's Senan Baker taking it. So McGrady takes him from the left, and he's taking them from the right. It's a little bit right of centre. Not trying to get political in election week, but it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. Yeah. Another kick out then for Owen, or rather for Austin Murphy. Will he just bomb it again? The midfielders are poised. The DCU players are keeping their hands down this time. And UCC, well, it was a good one out to the left and a good run, so it wasn't up the middle. And it was easily enough one. 29 there, by the way, is Dara O'Callaghan, a Kerry man. Just spotted him out there. He must have started the game for UCC. Off goes Cahill O'Buglach again. Feeds it inside to number 25 is Cork are in, and now all the way out to the man who I mentioned Dara O'Callaghan, 29 for UCC, so quite a few changes by the UCC management. Brian Cuthbert is in there in the management, and of course Billy Morgan. I'll tell you something about him in a minute, but I'll just watch the play here to see what happens. It's Falvey, the captain, who leaves it off to O'Hanafin, and this is Dylan. They'll come back out to Tomas Ash, who's been getting forward an awful lot. In fact, it might have been him a minute ago that I meant to mention. 25 is Corcoran again. They've spread the play as quickly as he can from side to side, trying to get another score. He's created an angle, and that'd be a great score if he gets it. That's a brilliant score from that angle. What a super score. I don't know who got it, to be completely honest. Maybe you picked that one up, Davey, no?
I'm trying to keep my eyes on. I think it's the wing forward over there. I just can't get a look at his number either, but that was a great score. He's coming towards us now.
He is,
yeah. Hard to see number 10, yeah.
So it was Falvey, the captain.
There you go.
Yeah.
Class score for the captain.
Absolutely. Yeah. Really good score. 7 points to 3. They hadn't scored actually for about 5 or 6 minutes, but that's got them back on the scoreboard and keeps them in front, well in front. 4 points in front. Dara Joyce now for DCU. Love the pace of this game. There's no hanging around. Some other games you might be still waiting for the keeper to kick it out. McGrady there. Nice dummy solo and nice play off his other foot. Obviously very good and comfortable on both feet. This is Tom Pryor, the Leitrim man, going along the end line. He's done that a few times and he's still going, and they might get a score out of it. Do they get one at the end? A little switch of direction by Joyce, and then the shot comes in. No, it doesn't. It's blocked, and UCC might actually counter here. DCU trying to get men back, but UCC trying to move it, and it's the captain again. I think it's the 2 number 10s going at it, and it is. Can he move it quickly? He was held up there and held up well. Now it's Corcoran to Hugh O'Connor, and the attack has lost a bit of momentum. So they now get it to Tomas Ash. He's also from the same club as the captain Falvey. He's from Annascaul. He was a fresher just last year, so his first year playing at this level, and he's certainly very comfortable at that level. Hugh O'Connor now. And Hugh is forced right. He's managing to just about keep the ball in, and now not. The lineup with Billy Morgan, by the way, he's 79. He's going to be 80 in February, at the start of February, so if they get to the Sigerson, he'll be 80 years old.
Yeah, Billy's about a long time. He's about my time in college too. Great servant down there that has UCC playing really well here.
Gives me a chance to mention there's somebody older than him involved, by the way. Dick Luby. Now this is up in the north with Queen's University. He's 85 and he's been involved in university hurling forever up there, and he's getting presented with an honorary doctorate for his services to university hurling next Tuesday. That's Dick Luby, so a shout out for him and best wishes to him for that day. And the celebration is actually going to be in a bar which is owned by Henry and Seamus Downey. They own a few bars around the city, and the connection is of course that Henry was a Queen's and he would have played hurling under Dick Luby there as well, so that's a connection. So that'll be a nice night for him. But yeah, that makes Billy just a young fella.
Does surely.
5
GAA
years.
family looking after each other there.
Well, fair play to them. Well, they say, it keeps you young, been involved with the young lads and all that, but the great servants, and it's just incredible. You can't really sort of put it into words, really. But, he's 60 years older than a lot of the guys, and he's still there doing it. It's amazing. UCC with Billy Morgan managing them now, looking for another score. And he just stepped inside there very, very comfortably and put it over, and they've taken some great scores in the first 21 minutes of this game, and that is another one, and gives them an 8 points to 3 lead. And it feels like it should be sort of level on the scoreboard, but they have taken their chances much better.
They have, as you said, the forwards inside's moving very well. That was Deneen that time. Shimmied on his left, back on his right, and they just seem to be tipping over the simple scores right. DCU down this end have complicated 1 or 2 chances they could have put over.
Maybe it's the wind a little bit. Is it more difficult at the other end? I sometimes feel the scoring end is down to the right as well. Would
yeah, I haven't played here for a few years. Definitely down to the right side that UCC's playing in. It's just much more open, and
that's Ethan Dunn bursting through the tackles, and it comes in now. I don't know if he was going for a score or not, but it might end up score. Could have ended up in the net. He pulled on it there, Tom Pryor, and it was one of those ones as we watch it again, Davey, you thought this could end up in the net. Just bounced there and
done
you think,
well, yeah. Bit of instinct as a forward, just turn around and swivel and have a go with it.
Yeah, so a point for them, 8 points to 4, double scores then, 22 minutes gone. And that one just put it along the ground as well, and it could turn out to be a good pass if it stays in. If it stays in, it does stay in, but it's the DCU defender who picks it up. The goalkeeper is available, Owen McGuinness from Longford Slashers, 23 years old. And off he comes down the right hand side, and UCC just backing off and backing off. So he keeps coming, he's over halfway. Gets support now from another Longford man, Brian Masterson. This is Greg McEnany. And UCC, they really have dropped deep. They've 14 men behind the ball.
Yeah, they're sort of trying to pack out the defence here now and get a turnover, and yeah, they forced one.
Game just dying a little bit. Maybe they went off too fast. It's just lost a bit of that pace.
It has lost a bit of pace and a bit of quality as well. We're seeing a few turnovers there. The ball that was kicked down the lane, you know, and then come back up the other end is kicked over the lane. So it's just them small inches.
And there's the kick out going straight out into the middle again. UCC alive to the break again. I'd say they've won most of the breaks. Not sure what the percentage is, but I'd say they have. But on that occasion, that was a good challenge by the fullback Alex Gavin from Ballyboden St Enda's for DCU to stop that attack, at least temporarily. I see a sub being warmed up for DCU, 27. That's Luke Lennon from Roscommon. He looks ready to come in. You see any reason why he might be coming in, do you think?
No, it must be a tactical change now, because I don't see anyone pulling up there or anything. So
no. Ball played down into the corner for UCC. They've a lot of joy down that side, but not this time unless, no, that's easily dealt with by McGuinness. So my imagination, or a lot of their scores will come from the left side.
Yeah, it seems to be that side. They're
players coming in.
Yeah, on the right foot and then using the wind to curl it over. So they've got their eye in on that side for sure.
So nearly 24 minutes gone. DCU at home here in the Electric Ireland Higher Education Division 1 League Final, but losing. Ronan Gallagher, Donegal man, pumps it into the forwards, but that's rather easily taken back there for UCC, and I think it was their fullback Dan Peat. He played in the Sigerson final that they won in 2023, came on as a sub from Clonakilty. Now they've men over in this far side. If they can find Chris Keneally here, another Clonakilty man, and they found him beautifully. Brilliant crossfield pass, stretched the play, and DCU players coming over. But now Crowley has it. Aidan Crowley from Temple, Nolan Kerry. Dummies, comes inside, still keeps possession, and then is overturned, is he? He is, and it's going to be a free out. The DCU defenders did the job in the end.
Sub here happening now, two of them actually, 19 and 27 there.
Yeah,
so
two subs in for DCU.
It's actually man Fanon Carolan's 19.
Fanon Carolan has come in, yeah. Yeah, well, they're 4 points down, I suppose, so maybe they've called it tactically, and that's what it's about. So 14 has come off, which is Senan Baker for DCU, and the other man...
7, is it?
It is 7, yeah, Dara Joyce. So they are off, so 2 changes 5 minutes before half time. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting now. It's just the quality on the attack isn't just as sharp as UCC's. The ball into the UCC's forward is advantage ball. It's the wing side, their men is getting it, then they're taking them on and getting scores. Well, we've seen the last DCU attack there. It was a high ball into Dan Peat, caught it, did a sweeper back as well. It just wasn't the right pass, and UCC come up the other end of the field. So again, I'm not sure if you can blame the players, just the quality doesn't just seem to be there yet.
That's the sort of pass that I noticed it as well when they just bombed it in, and it was really comfortably taken. It's the sort of pass that makes a manager on the sideline turn his head and go, right, that's enough, I'm making a change. That's a decent effort, but is it over the bar? Oh, it's gone wide. It just didn't curl in enough, but it was much better from DCU. But yeah, it looks like they've sort of lost their patience a wee bit on the sideline, and when you throw 2 subs in 5 minutes to go to half time, you're just not happy, and you want a big change.
Yeah, and even with that last attack there again through the middle, that sort of running game seems to suit them. We know the first play was Alex Galvin, and Garrick McEnany did 2 runs like that similar, and they got scores. So I wonder maybe they're going to go back to that game with the players that have gone, maybe.
This is good, tenacious play around the middle of the field, though. They really had the battle to win that, and boy, did they. And it was actually the number 27, Luke Lennon, who won it, so that's why he was sent in. And now they might profit from it, because they have a chance here of a point or maybe even a goal. Oh, beautifully worked, and it's going to end up in the net, and it does. Well, talk about making substitutions and them working very, very quickly. The management can take credit for that. They wanted to change things quickly, and they did. Donoghue, the captain, fed it. A few other players were involved. Conor Heffernan, 8. Johnny McGrady, 13. And finished to the net. Who was it?
It was 15. Tom Pryor finished.
It was Tom Pryor got it, the Leitrim man.
Six different men involved in that.
Brilliant goal.
10 seconds, yeah. Great goal.
27 minutes gone then, and they have put a different complexion on it. But here come UCC again with Hugh O'Connor, and he's left it off. It might have a goal at the other end. Oh, the pass was just a little bit ahead of him. That was a goal.
Yeah, it was another good run through the middle. It would have been great to, for you.
Oh, lovely dummy solo though. He's not finished yet. He might get a point out of it.
Really
and
well
he does.
recovered.
They've class forwards.
Really well, yeah. It's a great score. He looked like he was snuffed out in the corner, come back, dummy solo, fisted it over. But again, if that pass had been right, they could have sucker punched them straight back. But just going back to the DCU attack, quick ball in, was the right ball, man off the shoulder, simple move, tugging 3 or 4 passes in the net. So the quality is there. It's just about can they do it over and over again.
Good kick out to Conor Dolan. Hard to get possession, especially from a kick pass in this strong wind tonight, but that was pinpoint and it worked beautifully. And a nice ball on to Donoghue. DCU, and another kick pass as well. Well, fair play to them for playing that sort of football at these conditions, but it's worked. That's 3 kick passes in a row. Are they going to get a profit at the end of it? Pryor swings his boot at it, puts it extremely high, and it's just gone to the left. Well, he got his goal, but he hasn't got a score there. That would have brought it back to a 1-point game, but instead UCC, with 2 minutes to go to half time, might get another score here. Not too many players up in support, so they're going to have to be a little bit patient here. Running into trouble though, Falvey gets his free handily enough, to be honest, but a challenge comes in. That's a great hand in. That's brilliant work, and it was the other number 10. It was Finbar McLaughlin. Came in the blind side and stole it, picked the pocket there. And this is Pryor again. He's got his tails up. This is Donoghue now, and that's an effort from distance. That's a serious effort if it goes over the bar. Oh, brilliant, brilliant score again. I can't tell you how strong the wind is there, and they're making a nonsense of it. And that all came from the turnover.
Well, it's great work by Finbar McLaughlin in the middle. Worked really hard, turned it over, and they broke a pace then. And again, don't underestimate the quality of that score against
like
the wind.
DCU are a different team since the substitutions. Nine points plays 1-5. 1 minute of normal time to go. Murphy for UCC as they try to get one back. Corcoran. They've conceded a few in the last few minutes, but here they come again. The ball played down to the left, and he's taken his mark, and that's a wise move. I think there's definitely a point here. They've scored from play over on that side quite a lot, and now they have a chance to get this one from a free and just steady the ship a little bit. 10 points in these conditions would be a good return. And he just puts it very, very high and just inside the post. 10 points it is to 1-5. The goalkeeper is Owen McGuinness. Where's he going to go with this, and how long are we going to have at the end of the half? I don't know, because it's been such fast pace and there haven't been many stoppages. I don't think there'll be many seconds added on, but we are now in the first 10 seconds or so. I don't think it'll only be about a minute, to be honest. Back to McGuinness though. DCU in no particular hurry. 4 points in the first 25 minutes and then a goal and a point in the next 5.
Impressive now.
As I say, the game is just in a bit of a lull at the minute, and I think the referee will be blowing this up pretty soon. He's given a free there to McInerney. Maybe one more attack for DCU. So Ronan Gallagher bombs it down there, but easily intercepted by UCC. No, there's time for a UCC attack here as well. If they can get that far. Serious press. Really quick hands though, really nicely played to Falvey. They get it to Falvey, and that was great work by Murphy, the two men who've already won a Sigerson, and that's going to drop over the bar as well, and that's brilliant from Falvey. But to me,
Falvey, it's a great score from this side of the field. I think it's the first score we've seen from this side of the field too. So,
and it just puts a bit more distance between them now. 3 points. Do you think that's fair in the first half?
Yeah, I think with the way UCC started, their pace in the middle and all, it's probably just a fair reflection, but yeah, he's blowing for it there.
And there's half time, but it ended with one of the points that you picked up on, that UCC were winning most of the battles in the middle of the field.
Yeah, and in fairness, DCU did turn the switch a wee bit in the middle of the second half, and did get their 1-1 or 1-2 back there, so they definitely have it in the locker. But again, just reiterating back to the last goal UCC got, it was actually a DCU man kicked it straight into a sweeper again, and they come up the field and got it over the bar. So again, those little bits of quality all add up. I mind saying that. I know it's 11-1-5. We actually played in
Is this the goal again?
It is, yeah.
Do you know, I think it might have been Finbar McLaughlin, was it? I'm not sure. Somebody's message here on the YouTube saying that.
You're actually right, 10. Yeah, he's an underarm on him, yeah.
Was it McLaughlin?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the only man wearing
Can
one.
we get a look at that again, maybe? Just, but it's hard to see. I don't think you really see his number, but yeah, so it wasn't Pryor. Here it comes again.
10 on the outside.
Yeah, he's coming in. Oh, brilliant run as well. He kept going, didn't he? And he got his reward. So let's look at that again. And yeah, there's the finish. So yeah, thank you to James on the YouTube there for pointing that out to us. Thank you very much for that. That's the value of people watching, letting us know. So we do appreciate that. So the players have gone in. Actually, DCU have disappeared into the darkness down to the dressing rooms away to our left. So we'll take a break. And we will be back in about 5 or 6 minutes' time. Davy Garland is with me, and Davy, is that the advantage of home advantage? DCU on home territory here went into their dressing rooms at half time, even though they were way over there in the dark somewhere, and UCC stayed out because they probably didn't even realise where dressing rooms were at this point, so they stayed out in the pitch.
Yeah, that's the famous bunker over there in DCU. We actually used it to our advantage one year in the Sigerson, the guards we were playing, and I think it finished 10-10 after the game, so the extra time we went straight into the bunker, got redressed and re-evaluated, and came back out and won 17-11 in extra time. So
were they out in the cold or the rain?
Oh, I think the dressing rooms were locked for them. No, it was real icy conditions, but yeah, they never went in and we came back out. So we'll see how it works for them here.
Okay, but who wins the ball? Well, it's on the break, and it's DCU who get it. Actually, it was Ethan Dunn there, and now it is his clubmate Greg McEnany. So 11 points, plays 1-5. UCC, the visitors, leading in this Electric Ireland Higher Education Division 1 Senior League final. But DCU storming forward, trying to get a score, and there were a few tugs in there, but no foul, says the referee, and it was turned over for UCC. And again, quick hands. Keneally it was in that time, the number 4. And this now is Darrow Callahan. He plays it directly up into that forward line, and they fall on a heap, or rather the defender falls on the forwards, and he still got it away. That was good by Cormac Dillon. They've such sharp forwards, UCC, and they've taken some great scores, and that's great work again by Rory Murphy, the number 9, the midfielder. Now Dillon again likes it on his left foot, bit of pressure on him at the last minute there, and it was enough to make him kick it wide. But to me, they scored 11 points in the first half, Davey, and a lot of that was down to their forwards being so good.
Yeah, so lively, so good. He did well to win it the first time, shipped it off, got it back then. Probably not a bad shooting angle, just again with a bit of trickery. The wind and that didn't come off this time, but DCUA here again.
Good kick out finding Donoghue, and he bombs it in there. And are they going to get it at the second time of asking? They might, you know. Connor Dolan is there, and he's fouled. I thought the chance had gone, but no, they have it, and this is a chance for the first score of the second half, and to go to DCU and bring it back to a 2-point game. There was the fullback coming out, Dan Pete, but then the foul, and the foul was by Tomas Ash, the number 5. The wind has dropped a little bit, so he just aimed maybe for the far post. He's put it extremely high, and inside that post, brings it back to a 2-point game, 2 minutes into the second half for DCU. The goalkeeper is Austin Murphy. Kerry man looking up, and a high enough press from DCU, so he just bombs it long. He's got a good midfield to aim at, and he aims for them, but DCU win that one on the break, and I think it's Connor Dolan again, and they funnel it back out. Luke Glennon, who was one of the 2 key substitutions 5 minutes into the second half, and I think that fellow was the other one. That's Carolyn. They made a big difference. They got a goal right away. DCU trying to move that ball forward. That's a nice kick pass, and he takes his mark there, Johnny McGrady, and that's a wise one. He just got into a nice pocket of space and was very well found, and Johnny, going on the way he was playing in the first half, you'd expect him to get this and bring it back to a 1-point game. Very clever from him, evading his marker and just finding that little bit of room. But has he done enough? No, he hasn't. He's kicked it to the right and maybe give it too much, and the wind just died on him. Goalkeeper Murphy again, that is he going to go long again? See the way there's such a high press there, and then there's a gap after it. No one in that no man's land, so he has to go long. And DCU breaking it again. Do you think maybe they've been told at half time, break a few of those balls in the middle? Yeah,
well, in fairness, the first few minutes now in the first half, UCC were winning all those ones clean and winning even the break, but DCU now have gone up with a bit of intent in that press to break it on them. Oh, that's great step in by Owen O'Connor Flanagan to win that ball for DCU, and they've got it to McGrady here, and he's got a lot of room. I think he'd fancy this himself. He will, and try to redeem himself for the last miss, and he has, and they've got it back to a 2-point game now. He looked up. If there was a goal on, of course he'd go for it, but he was always going to take that. And UCC, I think they were down a few men, but they were on their heels a little bit. Exposed there now. It was a good turnover, broke with pace from the Skerries man. Give it to Johnny, and Johnny, as you said, the goal was looking, but did the right thing and put it over the bar. Now this kick out has gone over to our side a little bit this time, and again they just go for the punch, but UCC have the possession, and it's their captain Falvey who gets it, and he took a bit of a knock in winning that free, but at least they stopped the rot a little bit and they have possession.
but it's proving so far in the first 4 minutes the scoring goals are down to the right, but UCC will try and make a nonsense of that with Killian Falvey from Annascaul. Already has a Sigerson medal and would love a league medal here tonight, especially as captain. Neil Lorden now, Corkman from Ballinora. DCU have really raised the level in this second half, and they're putting on some serious challenges. But Falvey, nice drop of the shoulder inside and gives it to Lorden again. Those two involved, and Falvey involved again and goes for a score. That's a peach of a score from UCC, their first of the second half, and it came from the captain.
Brilliant score, yeah. And if you looked who won the breaking ball in the middle of the field in the free, it was that man, the captain. Took the free quick, moved up the field himself, and quality score off the left.
Well, that is leadership, absolutely. 2 points for DCU, but he gets one back. A lot of his own work 5 minutes into the second half. It's been a great start to the second half. Here comes Alex Gavin, allowed to go an awful long way, as McGrawdy was a minute ago, and McGrawdy thought he was away there to get a score, but instead he fouls, and it's going to be a free out, and the referee's going to call for him as well. He didn't like that, but that's twice they've been able to run an awful long way deep into UCC territory.
Yeah, UCC stepped off him there a wee bit. Maybe faked the pass to McGrawdy. There was another man through the middle. He could have given it to him, but McGrawdy had his A in. He was obviously looking for the shooter, and just his touch just let him down a wee bit, and he lost the ball. So missed opportunity.
Well, to be fair, the defender put pressure on him too and sort of held him up, whether it was legal or not, and sort of just did enough to hold him up. UCC now trying to break from the back, pressure coming in from Donoghue, but Phelan does well. That's Jeremy Phelan, the midfielder from the Ahada club. He'd be a cousin of the ladies all-star Roisin Phelan, a Cork fullback for many years. That's a tough challenge coming in, and Phelan around the head as well. He's feeling his head, but we play on, and it's a free. And is it me, or have DCU come out this second half with another level of intensity, if I could put it like that?
They have, yeah. They've upped the ante. I don't know, in a good way. If you get 2 yellows in the first 6 minutes, is it a good thing, because you're treading a thin lane now for the next 24? But
it is a free for UCC. They're meeting the challenge that has been presented to them. And there's a man going down off the ball, and it's Phelan again, actually, from, was it Donoghue? Way off the camera here. You see Phelan in the shot now, and I don't think the officials saw that, but there was a new from the crowd beside us. This is Hugh O'Connor. Sorry,
if he said he was walking a tight lane before the yellow, he's definitely walking one now. He'll
exactly.
be a watchman from now on.
Excuse me, this is Hugh O'Connor then. Fancies this from distance. The wind has dropped. A great striker of a ball. Oh my goodness, that was trademark stuff that there. That was a beautiful strike.
Morris Fitzess from the sideline. He just caught it in nicely with the outside the boot. Great skill to have that control over the ball.
Textbook, I think, is the word. Really nice score, and it's another one for them. They just seem to have a range of scorers, and when you have that, you always have a chance of winning a game. I mean, that's 13 scores to have.
Yeah, and again, as you said, a range. The forwards is excellent. To have them inside, they can take their men on, win frees, comfortable off left or right. Dylan himself, and it's some addition to have that in your team, because you just want to keep giving them the ball.
And guess who they brought off? The man you said was on the tight line and almost over the line. So DCU have moved to move their captain Ryan Donoghue off the field, and they've replaced him with 21 Owen Smith, Sligo man. He's gone on, and that's pretty sensible.
Yeah, it was maybe took off before your sent off job.
Yeah, because one more loose challenge, you reckon, you probably would have gone.
After the referee,
and here's the man who came in. This is Smith then, and the referee has seen a tug off the ball. He hasn't missed much tonight.
No, Connor's been good now. He's been sharp, so he has. And in fairness, he's letting it flow to the best of his ability and letting the intensity, as we've seen in the start of the second half. But he's spotting a lot.
Well, he's penalised Dan Pete, the fullback, and taken a name as well. And McGrawdy, you would imagine, would put this one over. It's closer than the one that he missed. Similar angle, but closer in, and this to bring it back to a 2-point game. Yep. 9 minutes into the second half. The Donegal man from Downings brings it back to 13-11, as you see now on our scoreboard. But UCC just keeping them at bay. Remember, it was a 4-point lead in the first half, and then Into the second half, DCU got it back to a point or two, but there's still that point or two in it all the time. DCU going to break it all the time, but UCC seem to have wised up to that a little bit, and they're catching all the breaks and they're benefiting. And this is Cathal O'Buglach, and he has come forward now with it, and he's left it off to Dylan, and that's a great effort. Is it gone over? Oh, what a brilliant score. Absolutely brilliant. Their forwards are just electric, and they've been able to take scores from everywhere. That's 14, and a lot of them, that's a super score.
It was, surely. And again, as we credited in the first half, there's a lot to be said for the midfield there. They won the battle again, won the break, give it to the captain. He then locked up inside, and as you say, give it to the forwards. They're doing the business tonight for them.
Well, Dylan, under 20, carried top scorer this year, and you can see why. Another change for DCU, that is number 4, is it? Coming off, which would be Ronan Gallagher. Is it 4? No, it's not actually, it's number 8. It's Conor Heffernan has come off for DCU. Didn't see who went on, but we'll pick that up. Let's follow the play here, because Falvey has it for UCC. And DCU have a lot of men behind the ball, but there's an interesting crossfield ball. Oh, it's intercepted though. The DCU man just came across there, spotted that, and now he's up supporting the play. He's running and sprinting up the field, and in fact it's their number 19 who made that interception, Fanon Carolyn. But at the end of all that, he made a big run and didn't get it. Instead the ball was kicked wide. That's a disappointing one for DCU. Yeah,
again, maybe if it was the opposite way around, UCC going forward, they would have tried to find their scorers inside. That one just didn't work like that, so cohesion maybe is not there.
And maybe it's what I was talking about at the scoring, you know, the forwards who can just take a range of scores, in DCU. They've had as much of the ball.
And they've had the chances, it's just execution.
Just finish.
Yeah, and as you said, if you have a forward who you know is going to score, you're just going to give him the ball. And that's UCC are doing that for Cormac and Hugh.
Now that's a speculative one, but the goalkeeper comes out to take it. And you see the referee, he spotted another one off the ball there. I don't know how he's doing this. He's got eyes in the back of his head. DCU now, though, there's a little bit of room here, and he's raced into it. And that's a great direct ball, is it? Down into the corner. No, it's just gone all the way over the line. They're really trying to transition really quickly, but that was forced a little bit, and it was too quick. The word, I think, from the sideline here from DCU, the manager, Sean Fox, is maybe to calm that down a little bit, control it a bit around the middle of the field. Still a long way to go. 18 and a half minutes, 3 points down, but they've scored 1-8, and they're going to need to be able to take a few more scores, because you can be sure that UCC's forwards are going to get some more scores. Falvey running the show, always looking where he's going to put it, and puts a lovely ball in there. A great hand in though for DCU, and it was their fullback Alex Gavin which just held them up a little bit, but they still have possession. The Cork College. Hugh O'Connor leaving it back to Dara O'Callaghan. 25 is Corcoran. DCU just moving the ball from side to side. Tomas Ash now, and he'll just take his time, because DCU have got lots of players back, and now it's Phelan going to make a run. And he leaves it off, and he's looking for the return. He's not going to get the return. Instead, it's the number 25 Corcoran involved again, and then the block comes in, and DCU have turned that over, and it's Brian Masterson now for them. You just get the feeling that the game is opening up a little bit if they can move it quickly. They're going to go back to their goalkeeper. UCC, I can tell you off camera, have moved their +1 back in anticipation of any attempt on their goal, because they have a 3-point lead. They haven't conceded a goal in this second half, and they want to keep it that way to protect their lead. The fullback Dan Peat goes out to challenge, tries to come in on his right foot, and I think he has done successfully, but not over the bar. He did come in on his right foot, and how many times did we see UCC do that exact same move in the first half, but then usually it went over the bar?
It did, yeah, and there's 3 wides in a row now for DCU, the last 3 attacks, so they'll be looking for a bit better return now in the last 15 minutes if they can, or else UCC might just keep pulling away here.
Just checking the live chat on the YouTube there to see your comments on great kick out. It is opening up, because you wouldn't have got that in the first 10 minutes of the game. Someone around the middle of the field picking up easy possession, but Falvey's importance to this team and his influence has grown by the minute. I mean, the more the game opens up, he's directing so much and picking up ball, and that score, well, a lot of that was down to him.
Yeah, again, and he's been involved in maybe 6 scores. I'd say definitely won the second half. He won the free, give it to young Dylan, put it over, and then again, great kick out. he led the attack. He had an advantage too. He put it over the bar. So
another easy possession from a kick out, well taken this time by Fanon Carolyn for DCU, but that's great work by Phelan. Nearly overturned himself, but Pete comes to the rescue. He's there available if needed, but so is the goalkeeper, so they just go back to Murphy, and that's Lorden, number 7, under pressure from DCU, but very good in possession and comfortable and moving the ball quickly, and he pumps it in there and asks a question of Crowley to come and get it. Now he's been really closely marked and DCU has stolen it back. Now can they get up the field? Well, that ball has gone over the top. The wind, I think, has carried it, and it may be to DCU's advantage because McGrawdy has gone for it and he has been fouled, and it's going to be a free in. 2 points in it. They just can't get closer than 2 points, can they?
No. 2, I think maybe the score, Jerome, might be a bit off there, is it? Are we not 14 to 11? And then UCC scored the last one, just if we check that one again.
Yeah, maybe. Just a word to our director, the scoreboard on the ground here says 15 points to
15, 11, yeah, to 11.
Yeah, I was wondering, 3 points in a good spot. And now 1 quarter to go. We are over the 45-minute mark. McGrawdy, this is a really tough one. The wind has picked up, it's strong. It's right into his face. So he's going for the far post. Will it even get that far? Well, he's put it really, really high. Actually, he might have got that, you know. Oh, he has. That's brilliant, kicking into the wind. He judged that beautifully, and his value on the freeze today has been crucial.
Excellent, yeah, great score. Hung it in the wind. It let it do the work. Brilliant score.
And now it is 2 points in it. 14 minutes to go. The kick out is looking for Phelan, and it drops under him, but he doesn't get it. But the man alive to it was Corcoran, and he got it, and they transferred the ball so nicely and quickly into the forwards. And the support is from Chris Keneally, the cornerback from Clonakilty. He tried to get an angle here. Oh, this is good direct plays. He got it over. Oh, it looked like he was being fouled, and it looked like he was in mid-air, and he still got his kick away. That's what I mean about the range of scores. He just seemed to be able to get them from almost anywhere. And Cormac Dillon shows why he was the under-20 top scorer this year for Kerry.
Exactly, and again, it's the midfield battle. They're winning the midfield battle, and their transition from the midfield to the forwards is within 2 to 3 seconds, and it's the boys up the top are working really well. And as you said, now their scores actually spreading out a wee bit, but they're still getting them. They've hit very few wides, which is seriously efficient.
And that must affect DCU because they keep trying so hard. It's like they have to work harder for the scores, but every time they get close, UCC seem to be able to get up the score much easier and to be able to get their scores.
Yeah, and even if some of the defenders in there are watching them points go over at ease sometimes, it's very demoralising.
Classy forwards. They started the game, well, the team we were given, 8 Kerry men and 7 Cork men. A lot of good forwards, and that's a foul by Phelan. And that's probably one where he's thinking, I'll foul him out here, that's grand. But they take it quickly and get it to McEnany. And off he goes. He thinks about the pass. He gives the pass in to Dunn. And he finishes to the net. And that was made in Skerry's Harps because McEnany and Dunn are both from that club. Dunn, an under 20 with Dublin, and now in the senior squad, and a second goal for them, and a great combination between the two of them. It was like, I'm waiting for you, and then he pops it to his mate, and that's a great goal.
It's like one you see maybe at under 14 and 16 in Skerry's up through the years. Greg coming through the middle, giving it to Ethan, and he finishes to the net. So again, as you said earlier, DCU missed a couple of chances, but we're getting the chances. They're starting to take them now, and we've got 13 minutes left with, I think it's a point game still, Jerome, with 16-16 there. I think it's a point. That's 2-9 over there.
The scoreboard, on the ground has 2-9 to 16. So can we adjust ours again?
Yeah,
we maybe given DCU an extra point there that they didn't deserve. It's a 1 point game. 12 minutes to go. So I would imagine the scoreboard one is correct. That's another sub goes in for DCU. 23 is Niall Dolan from Kildare, and he's come in for Connor Dolan. Number 12 has gone off. So a 1 point game now, and that's well won in the middle of the field. It was Ronan Gallagher for DCU got the important hand to it. They're starting to win more ball in the second half, and it's making a difference. Yeah,
definitely. And if they get on top in that middle department, it could lead to better scores up front or better opportunities, we say.
Owen Smith leaves it off to Niall Dolan, but a real tenacious tackle came in there from O'Callaghan for UCC, and they get the decision. But that was O'Callaghan for me, and they've got the turnover. Chris Keneally again. This is O'Callaghan again. And he pumps it in there, and it's a speculative one. It could go anywhere. And who's going to get it in the end? UCC get it. And of course it's Falvey, always pulling the strings, goes for his own score. And has the captain done it again? He has. Well, he's not creating them, he's scoring them. What a performance. He has led the line and shown great leadership.
Yeah, he's putting in some shift out there. He came back from his own 45 and up to the other end, finished it off. He's having a tremendous game.
And again, UCC just able to go up the field. They conceded a goal and they still get a score like that.
Yeah, he can hit back straight away. And again, as we said, it's very, as you see in DCU watching it happen, like, it's just very demoralising. But they're still in the game, no doubt, DCU, and they'll definitely not give up. They
got a goal, and then probably thought, right, we're back now, and they're 2 points down within a minute or two. But they might get in here for another one. If they get a goal here, they go ahead. Well, they're going to get a free there, obviously. That was a bit of an obvious foul, and that's going to bring it back, you would imagine, to a 1 point game. But yeah, they're obviously well in this game.
Again, tonight we've got 17, 20, 27 scores so far and 10 minutes left. So again, we can't complain about football looking watching this.
Well, we had one last week and we have another one this week. Crackers of games that make a call.
Just me in the microphone, maybe it could be just me in the microphone, maybe.
Maybe it is, yeah. Yeah. But no, it's been brilliant. Well, credit to the colleges and credit to the way they play, and credit to the management on both sides for we don't hear boys on the sideline here shouting like, don't be shooting, or I told you not to do that, or don't take a risk.
Yeah, exactly. And even fairness to the DCU management, they missed a few chances first half, and he's encouraged them just to go again. And like, there's a lot to be said for that too. And with the game, it's the coaching in the game. It's not the game, it's the coaching. And if you come to games like these, they're always encouraged to do the right thing. And again, there's forward taking on his man, fouled. So simple.
There might be some other coaches though looking at this and going, well, I wouldn't like that. I'd want to close up the game a lot more. In the second half, we've seen an awful lot of kickouts being won rather easily, and at senior county level and some senior club level, I'm sure managers would be furious about that sort of thing, and they wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then with Flavia again,
always available.
Great
spins
skill.
onto his right, and that's going to be another score surely, and it is. Well, there's no doubt about who's in the runner for man of the match.
Well, definitely, unless it's going to take a lot to swing this in the last 9 minutes. But yeah, he's been outstanding for them.
And such a variety of play as well. Now that's Phelan. That's brilliant from Phelan, the midfielder from Ahada, to win that one. And this is the sub who has come on. That's 24 is Fionn Desmond. But DCU have managed to turn that one over. And a big roar from them. They always love to get a turnover like that. And now they have a chance actually to transition. 2 points down. Can DCU get a third goal and win this? You never know. That's a tough challenge coming in. The referee is given advantage though. Now they went right through the middle the last time, and it was McEnany who fed it. And now he wants to take the free quickly, but he was too far ahead from the position where it had to be taken, and that's not really suiting them unless McGrady can put this over.
Yeah, so again, he had the free from here before. He's gone short actually inside to Tom. Oh, didn't wrap it.
Yeah, Dan Pete's going to get to that one, and he's got good support there as well. That's O'Callaghan taking a couple of hits on, fed a great ball out actually under pressure there. So comfortable on the ball. They've worked their way out beautifully. This is Fionn Desmond. That was brilliant. 25 is Corcoran to Crowley. And it's the corner back again, Keneally. That's 25 Corcoran. Back out to Keneally again. And boot it over to the far side by Crowley to Ash. And this has all come for me from the turnover at the back and the great bit of play under pressure. You can't underestimate that sort of play. It's nice when you see in the forwards, but when a back there, he took 2 hits and fed a great ball out, which took about 4 DCU men out of it.
They did a big squeeze up too, so again, yeah, well worked from the backs, and like any forwards, you give them credit. Here we go.
And they might get a score at the end of it. I mean, how many passes is this? How long has that taken?
Yeah,
and he has picked off a score. That's a great score, and he gives a fist pump as well. And it was Aidan Crowley from Temple No and Kerry. Great finish, and that passage of play there was superb.
It was, and again, the injection of pace came from that man, the Falvey. So it did.
Falvey.
It did. He injected the pace, laid it off to him, and a nice simple score. And yeah, they again open up a 3-point lead.
There's two men down in the middle of the field having their own personal battle, and it's not very savoury, but let's follow the play here for the moment because McLaughlin has it. Is there a chance here for at least a point? Should be, and it just drops over the bar, and indeed it is a point for DCU. It gets it back to a 2-point game with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, it was actually the two boys that was wrestling in the middle that one of them got up and he got in the end of the move and got a score. So
was it him got the score?
Yeah, it was 19. He might get to 2 yellows, I'd say it'd be that. No, he's going to go to his lanes, man, I'd say. I didn't see it now myself, it was just a bit of wrestling on the ground. I imagine 2 yellows and play on with the game. Keep going, lads.
Linesman's talking to him now. And maybe he saw it, but yeah, there was a bit of a call, so he would have seen the aftermath. I saw the second part of the scrap, shall we say. There was a bit of swinging. He said, shake hands, lads, get on with it.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of yellows, yeah. And there's a sub, is there? Is that the guy who's involved with just taking off? It might have been, you know.
No, I think he's still on. That was...
Is it Carolyn?
No, I think Carolyn's 19 still on there.
He is, yeah. Well, change for DCU. So we're coming down the home straight now. 5 minutes to go. 2 points in it. It feels like UCC have been ahead by that much for the entire game. It's been a little bit more. Maybe 1 point at one point. But they've kept that distance. But what can they do? There is your man. You're right. Carolyn is out there for DCU. They're trying to get the angle. McGrady's a shooter. Is it going to curl in? Oh, very unlucky.
Yeah.
Just didn't come in for him.
No. Again, good move, good patience. Shots probably on. Just, yeah, execution. The wind just didn't take it in from that wee bit. But an interesting last 5 left now. 2 points in it.
Absolutely.
Big kick out.
19 plays 2-11. 19-17. And we were saying, you know, the way UCC seemed to be able to get up and get a score, well, they haven't been the last few minutes. DCU putting the pressure on, but they're still 2 down. McGrady feeds it into the corner, feeds it to Owen Smith. We'll get it again. After the last one, will he be brave enough to take it on? He is, and on his left foot this time, but bit of pressure exerted at the last minute there. Might have been enough to put him off, and the wind as well carried it away. And I think it was
Johnny again, McGrady, yeah, 13.
Yeah, I'm looking at who put the pressure on. It was Rory Murphy, the number 9.
There's good pressure on his left foot. He was weaker foot, but
yeah, but he was brave enough to take it on.
He was, yeah. Give him credit's due. Like, but UCC hit this bit of a patch in the first half where they went scoreless for maybe 5-6 minutes and let DCU back into it. So they just want to be cautious not to do the same.
The DCU goalkeeper was around the middle of the field. He's heading back now just in case. Oh, brilliant field by Ethan Dunn. That's superb in the middle of the field. That's real leadership. He got a goal a few minutes ago. He may now have helped to create a point to bring it back to a 1-point game if this goes over. Is it going over? Oh, just about. It's Luke Marin from Sligo who's come in as a sub in the last few minutes, and that could be a crucial score. 3 minutes to go, and they've got it back to 1.
Yeah, great score. It'll be interesting now. DCU's won the last 2 breaks in the middle, so I think they're starting to put the squeeze on and head for home.
Yeah, Ethan Dunn really stood up there. Now they're 1 point in it. They need another one, and they've got it. They've got the ball again. It's all DCU at the minute. They're taking over. It's Alex Gavin from Ballyboden St Enda's this time winning it in midfield. If they can force an angle here. McEnany forces it out to the left. Gallagher, I think that is. Pressure from UCC to try and win it back. Coming out to the right hand side beside us now. This is Niall Dolan, Kildare man. Can they get it to the shooters? Can they get the angle? UCC trying desperately to keep them out and not foul. Is the angle there? No, they're not fouling, but what an effort. I thought that was going to go over. That would have been a sensational score as he was off balance, but it went way off to the right.
Yeah, he was half falling as he hit it. Just didn't come in for him either, but again, DCU's won the last 3 kickouts. UCC needs something in the middle here if they're going to stem the flow of the tide. Might
be wise to sort of try a shorter one. Well, he goes out to the right. Oh, it's a great run. That was Cathal O'Buglich again, and he won it out there. The man from Ungiltocht in Kerry, and that was vital possession. Now they're going to get up the field, and you feel when they get up the field, they're always capable of getting a score. And just putting it out to a 2-point game. They've done that all day long. I think that's Crowley out there in the corner. They're going to come back out again. They are. O'Buglich is available again, but instead it's Phelan, I think, giving it out to Falvey. It's the main man again, isn't it? And it's Tomas Ash, but they've given it away. It's a 1-point game. This is a golden opportunity with 1 minute left for DCU to equalise. Surely they will. Oh, he's gone on his own though. He's got nobody near him. He's got no support, but he gets the free. He gets the free. And UCC trying to be so disciplined there, but there was a knock on him and he went down. Watch it again here. There's the challenge, and that was enough from Ash to send him over.
Yeah, we just in the back a wee bit, and he's picked up a yellow card too for a bit of the descent. But again, UCC had the ball, lazy pass, intercepted, and a chance to draw up here. And in fairness, they probably do deserve it. You know, they've created chances all night. They haven't took them all, but they've stuck in the game. Especially, they've overturned the midfield battle now in the last 5 minutes, bar that last kick out. But they've stuck at it, kept going, and it's going to be an interesting. Maybe last two, they've went short.
Oh, he's taking it quickly. Oh, and they've missed it.
Oh,
no, from a DCU point of view. Why did he not just put it over? He gave it to Carolyn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Why?
The only thing I'm thinking, Johnny's missed the last two shots. His confidence a wee bit.
Was a lot
yeah.
you know?
Listen, we'll never know what goes on in other people's heads.
He must have got a call, but that was not a wise call to get.
No, as a free taker, you always have to back yourself, and even from any angle that you're getting a free shot at goal.
They might rue that one, especially as UCC have now somehow won that one. We were saying about the midfield being crucial, but UCC, that's a crucial one to win. We're now in added time. Now, there might be a couple of minutes yet, but will DCU get another chance? And certainly not a golden chance. And look at Falvey, the captain again. Look what he's doing. He's just taking the ball away and says, we don't need to force it here. I'm just going to make a bit of room here. Intelligent play by Falvey, the captain. And they're just going to eat up the clock as well and keep possession. No, they're not. They're going to give it away. And DCU get the free as well. So now they have a chance.
4 minutes added on. I seen Sean
4
fighting the
minutes.
four. Yeah,
loads
so
of time.
keep your eyes on that. But yeah, again, there's UCC last two attacks, two poor dispossessions, inviting pressure onto themselves, and DCU will go again here.
But you know, UCC haven't scored in a long time for them now, you know, and I'm thinking they might need another score here, because it's a long time to hold out 3 minutes with DCU coming in at you, but that's the way it's going to be. 3 minutes left. DCU having to force the issue. Tom Pryor, we give him a goal in the first half, didn't we? A point now would do for them if he can get a score. He carries it, and UCC with Dan Pete trying to stand off and not foul, and that's what it's going to be. Cat and mouse for the next 2.5 minutes. McGrady thinks about it and just showed it as if he was shaping to shoot and then didn't. They have to be patient and work it in. It's the centre half back, McEnany. He likes to feed it through, and he's gone through the middle now, and he takes a shot, and a block came in, and it's taken in the full back line there for UCC. Now it's up to them now to hold possession, and they're trying to do that, but DCU are pressing and pressing. And that's a ball to nobody. Oh, but what a catch. How did he do that out of the sky with a lot of players around him, and what a time to make a catch. It's number 5, Tomas Ash. And by the way, the brilliant block at the other end there as we watch the ball being fired almost into the net, but he's put it over the bar. That all came for me from the block back there, and to give it credit, Dara O'Callaghan, 29, was the man who got the block in.
Was, yeah, great block. Again, Greg McGinney showed great sidestepping ability, went to shoot, but a brilliant block, and even the 11 Cahill's catch with one hand in the square too wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, but I mean, that block was the one that created that, and that's crucial. That could be the winning of the game because he got a score from it.
It's definitely, it's worth a point alone, the block. Like it's great to see, and it's a great lift for the team too.
And now it means DC are looking at trying to get a goal, and they've just over a minute left. They have scored 2 goals, but look at the amount of players back there. Everybody's back there. In fact, I just had a look upfield. Every single UCC player is behind the ball. So they're just going to go for a ball in there. McGrady's put it in.
Yeah.
Oh, needed to be on target. Needed to be on target, but maybe the wind carried it over there, and UCC are going to throw in a sub now, eat up a few seconds, but of course time will be added on, and it's number 5 going off. He made that brilliant catch, Tomas Ash. Maybe he's got a bit of, he looks like he's limping a wee bit there, or is he? Not quite sure, but anyway, a sub has gone in for UCC.
So you see there, that's a bit of a sucker puncher there. Like that ball either has to go between the posts or has to be dropping short into the honey pot for a goal. But
well, look,
yeah,
the last 2 or 3 minutes, I mean, they had an easy free, and then they had that chance as well, and the one that was blocked down, they have had their chances, but UCC have defended brilliantly, to be fair, and they've really hurt them on the break with that point. Could be the winning of the game, and that's an interesting ball. Oh, it's a brilliant ball across. Is he going to get there? He has got there. It's Bugley again, and now the chance going over. It is. UCC have been a delight to watch on the transition. I mean, 21 points is an amazing total.
Sensational, and even it was 21. I wouldn't say too many from frees, maybe 5, 6 if there's.
Good point, yeah.
I think that's some scoring from play. They've been so efficient with very little wides, and bar a goal here, it's looking like they're going to be good.
Yeah, it's been an exhibition of score taking, and they've just hurt DCU so many times, and DCU have given everything. They've made their own mistakes too, but they have just been broken so many times by the break and the dynamism and creativity and the great finishing on the break. But DCU now obviously need a goal, and we're well over the 4 minutes. This is the last chance. Are they going to get a dramatic goal out of somewhere? Well, they're going to get a free. A point is no use. I'd say we're in the last phase of play, and UCC now dragging every player in there. They're going to line the goals. As long as they prevent a goal here, they will win. Now, why is the referee going away over to his lines person?
I think seeing the DCU man, as he Ronan Gallagher was just in the way by the 13 and gave him a wee brush off, and he fell to the ground unless he spotted that. But again, I'd say it's only a yellow and move on. I don't unless,
Yeah, I think it's just going to prolong the agony a little bit. It's been a long night. We had the ladies' final on before this. Started at 6:30. Now we're coming up to 20 past
18.
9. Oh, it's a red card.
Yeah, it wasn't a brush off either. Liam Kelly from Meath.
Yeah, from Ratoath and Meath got a red card, yeah. Wow, right at the end.
Not be happy with that. I think that's a Meath man. That referee did him no favours there.
The referee's...
sorry, the sideline the sideline man.
The sideline
Andrew
man. Oh, right, is it?
Yeah, Andrew Smith, I think he's a Meath man, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
here it is.
The last action
chance.
anyways.
Last chance for DCU. Our cameraman says, where the heck's the ball? And all of that. There it is. He has it. It's McGrady. He has the aim for the crossbar and hope to get something here. Or maybe he's just going to pop it. I mean, it looks like he's going for power. Or is he just going to lob it? Either way, they need someone to get a hand on this, and they need a goal.
He's not blowing the whistle till he leaves the field, actually. The 18 still hasn't come off in front of us here.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, he's waiting on him now.
Oh, he's coming over here now.
There we go.
Right, here we go. Here we go. Finally, 7th minute of added time. Has to go for goal. Is he going for power? He is. Oh, he goes for the crossbar. Goes over instead of under. And UCC, because of that, are winning by 2 points. They are the Electric Ireland Division 1 League Senior Final champions. And that is for 2024. The Sigerson is after Christmas, but UCC have laid down a bit of a marker there, and we will give great credit to them. Their forwards were unbelievable throughout the game, scoring 21 times, and as Davy Garland says, mainly from play and from all sorts of angles, and that was the winning of the game. And I mention as well for their evergreen manager Billy Morgan, 80 years old this coming February, and he's managed UCC to another title.
Yeah, it's you could just even see the way the team they play there. It's stamped by him. Like their forwards, there was 3 of them at all up top. You know, it's the old way of playing. Give it to the forwards. They're going to do the damage. They're going to score, and that's exactly what happened. The ball was always played in wing side them. They won their own ball, took on their man, got score after score, and did some big, powerful characters around the middle. Their kickouts was excellent. They dominated the middle, we'd say, for most of the game. DCU did get their patches in the middle now and did make use of them, but UCC fully deserve it, and definitely if there's a man the match contender, we'd have to give it to Killian Flavey. He was exceptional. Yeah.
I wrote it out as Flavey.
Oh, is it?
It's
Falvey.
Oh, maybe it was my writing that fooled you.
It was
Falvey.
Well,
yeah.
I'm sure he knows who it was, and he was.
Yeah, he was absolutely
number 10
brilliant.
there.
There's no point in me even asking you who was the player of the match. He was fantastic. But you know, I'm left wondering, when DCU had that free, you know, was it 14? Was it on our 13 or on the 20?
It was on the top.
If that had a levelled, you know, if that'd be they'd be waking up tonight going, oh, I wonder if now UCC might still have won it because he's still good quality there.
Yeah.
But you just wonder if it had got to that point.
It's a great point, and even with that, DCU would say had their tails up. They were hit 2 in a row, coming back to a point, a nice free, and as you say, if that had gone over, it was a draw game with in the stoppage time. They could have maybe stolen it or nicked it. Like, and again, you couldn't take it away from them because they were right in this game. But again, we have to say the quality of the game was exceptional. The score taken, the whole lot was brilliant to watch.
Yeah, UCC deserve an awful lot of credit, but overall a great game and another good advert for colleges.
Absolutely. We'll have to keep the colleges football anyways.
Whenever you're ready. Yeah, well, it's 2 weeks in a row, Davey. It is you. We've got 2 great games, and both here in Dublin, one over at UCD, and great advertisement for the game. It really is, and you know the new rules aren't coming into colleges.
Yeah,
they aren't. There was a vote not to, but you can see almost why it's not needed. You sort of watch these games, and maybe I don't know if that was a factor in it, but you look at this and you think, well, these are great games.
Exactly, definitely not needed. And even we were talking about Billy's earmarking the team, like he kept his 3 forwards inside the 45 at all times, and the ball, the execution, the skill, it went into them. They took their mans on, and you know we only alluded to it, had 5 or 6 maybe frees. Like they scored 16 points from play, 15 points. Like that's serious quality. That's working on your skills of training every night and just doing the basics over and over again.
Okay, we're nearly ready for the presentation. We are staying on for it. You see Aaron Clougher there in the foreground from Higher Education, and he will be making the presentation. We're just waiting for DCU to come in. UCC are ready, but DCU, their management, having a word with them, and we will go out and try and hear the presentation, which will be made to Killian Falvey from Annascaul, which is on the way to Dingle, and he inspired his club to the Kerry Junior Championship, of course, in 2021. Scored 8 points from play that day, and having watched him tonight, I can see exactly why. He also has a UCC Sports Scholarship, and he won a Sigerson, of course, in 2023, and might be on his way to another one the way they are going. It's the college.
Nice double to get that Sigerson. The double. It's a nice one to get. I remember we were here at UCD 2 years ago playing Maynooth, finished 9 points to 1-7, and that would have been the Ryan Cup for me, and had the Sigerson. So it eluded me, but it's a serious achievement to have both the championship and league in colleges football, the seniors. So fair play to him.
Absolutely. Now DCU are coming over, so I'm going to leave you, Davey, and I'm going to go out and try and capture this presentation, and we'll be able to hear what they're saying. So I'm going to leave you now and go and do that, because DCU are coming over.
Lads, we want to pull in there, we'll just get the presentation going. Just on behalf of Cork Digicus, just like to thank both teams for putting on an excellent display of football there tonight. Some great points scored in difficult windy conditions, and a great game of football all through. I'd like to thank our referee for tonight, Conor Dorneen from Cavan, and his linesmen, Alan and Andrew. Thanks to DCU for hosting the game. Fine facilities here, and it's actually great for us to see colleges agreeing to play home and away in these games, because you've got fantastic facilities in all the universities, and whether it's going to be in the Mardyke or here, you know, you're guaranteed a great pitch and facility. So well done to the colleges for agreeing to that. I'd like to thank John Granger, Paul O'Brien and his team, and DCU development staff for all their work ongoing promoting GA in the colleges. Without further ado, I'd just like to present the Ryan Cup to the UCC captain, Killian Falvey.
And John Granger out to get the photograph, and now Killian.
Let's go up there. There's a big expectation on this speech, so I won't keep you too long. I'd just like to thank that it's a great honour to accept this cup on behalf of UCC. You know, it was a great game out there. You know, for this time of the year, we were after having 3 tough games on the road. So tonight is another fucking stand to both teams. You know, we know it's only the league and things like that, but look, this time of the year, it's a massive game to get up here tonight. I'd just like to thank DCU for hosting us for the game tonight. And look, lads, I don't know what to say at all. Really not great at speeches. So I'd just like to dedicate this cup to a man at home tonight. He couldn't be with us, and he's been with us for the last 15 years, and you know, he wouldn't miss it for the world. So I'd like to dedicate this tonight to Billy, boys. Billy Morgan. So thanks very much, please.
If you just stay with me a wee second there, we were talking about Billy on the commentary. Just turn around a wee minute there, we see on the camera here. No, come back here. You were saying Billy couldn't make it tonight. We were saying in the commentary he's going to be 80 years old at the start of February, and it's amazing what he's done for the college. And this is another title that he's had his print all over again.
Yeah, I suppose, you know, the league every year, like, you know, I think Billy's motto is he enters every competition to win. And obviously you can't win every one, but like most years, we're usually beaten by now in the league. But we had a tough game against Galway in the quarter-final. We went with a depleted team, and Billy, he's the heart and soul really of us. He's God, if you think you're not motivated and things like that, you just see a man that's 8 years of age walking in with his heart on his sleeve. So it was unfortunate he couldn't be here tonight, but this one's for him. He says a great motto. It's we enter every competition to win. It's something that I know it's only a league. You'd say it's only a league, but if you're silver at the end, you still want to come up here and win. So it's a great feeling, and it's nice to lift the cup. And at least it's something to mark this stage of the year and our progress so far and the work that we have done with Billy and the rest of the boys.
You won the Sigerson with him a couple of years ago, and I can see what he means to you.
Yeah, I suppose he's been around for so long now. You get an emotional attachment to the management. I suppose I think it's half because the reason that they're all maybe touching the age of 80, and they're small. They kind of have that affection on the team that fellas are. You give you that extra. Then you come down to train, you see Mick there and Charlie and all the boys. This is their life. This is what keeps them going. So it's great to be out there representing them. I know this is my final year now. I'm just doing a master's, so it's great to be here as long as I can, and I just love representing the boys. Yeah.
But I'm sure you can't even get your head around the fact that he was at the college playing 60 years ago.
Yeah, I think the famous quote he told us one time is that a couple of years ago when we were in our Sigerson campaign, that when he goes eventually down, he said I think he's a goalie Sigerson jersey, and he still has it. I think that's going to go with him. I'd say. I think it's UCC now. The skull and crossbones there means so much to Billy and the boys. So yeah, it's just great to be out here wearing the jersey. It was an honour really.
And that's coming from a Kerry man.
Yeah, it is actually. I got caught last week. We were up in Junction 14, and they were asking us where we're from.
You're always in Junction 14.
I said we were from Cork, and the lads were giving me a bit of stick after. What I really meant was, I'm from UCC, not Cork. I'm representing UCC, not Cork itself. But yeah.
That's an important distinction.
Yes, this is very much so. Yeah.
And just one comment about your performance tonight. Your score taking, your free taking, all ranges and the variety of scores from everywhere, and you're able to get up the field and take so many great scores. You're always going to have a chance if you've good forwards. Yeah,
in particular, the way we play, we're after adding in a couple of players on this year that we didn't have last year that are very good forwards. That's the way we play. I suppose it's to really isolate them, to give them the chance to play the ball into them, and the rest of us have to work around. But the whole thing is based off hard work, and if the forwards work hard, they'll get their scores, and if we work hard defensively, we'll keep the players out. Now I know it could have gone anywhere there in the end, but again, as I said earlier on, that it's great to get to that game at this time of the year. The Santos come after Christmas again. So yeah.
All right. Listen, Killian, thanks a million. They've all left you, but you may bring the cup over to them anyway. Yeah. See you in the new year.
Oh, they're gone. Yeah, sound. Yeah.
Thanks, Killian. That's Killian Falvey, and he is the Kerry man captaining UCC to the title here tonight. Congratulations to him. It's been a long night with the ladies' game on here before this and this. We've done 2 live streams. I hope you've enjoyed the coverage. We'll be back tomorrow in Limerick with the hurling final down there at UL. Looking forward to that. Free again and available for you all to watch on a live stream. But for now, from DCU, from the whole team, it's good night.